Hey beautifuls, Hannah here from Reality Awareness, intuitive healer and life purpose mentor, and I'm doing psychic readings tonight, so I'm going to see who jumps on live. And if you've ever wanted to book a psychic reading with me, you can do so. I am also sharing here exactly how I do my one card readings, because you might think, oh, one card, one question, and it's like, well, I don't just give you a one sentence answer, that's for sure. If you've been following me for a while, you know that I very well over deliver every single time. So when you book a psychic reading with me, you get way more than kind of what you're asking for. So hey Jenny, so if you would like a psychic reading, just say yes please. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to everyone tonight, but I will do my best. I do have to jump on another live stream shortly, but I thought I would just jump on and see if anybody wants a psychic reading. If you do, please just let me know what it's about as well, or if you just want me to pull a card, I will pull a card, because that's what I do. I pull cards for you and I receive messages. So Angela, I shall pull a message. I should pull a card for Angela. Okay, let me just write you three down first. So Angela, Rachel and Jenny. I won't be able to get to everyone tonight, I know that, because more people jump on shortly. Let me share this as well. And I think I need to turn my camera around so you guys can see the cards. Sweet. How's everybody feeling today? Feeling a bit better? I feel like the energy's shifted, but then I'm like, well, I just feel better. Like, is that the moon or is it just me, right? Okay, let me just share this. I shall share this. Just give me a second. Hey, Jan. Let me know how you guys are feeling after yesterday. It was a pretty intense ride yesterday, if you want to call it a ride. Cool. Is that gonna let me go back in there? Let me see. Yeah, I'm feeling quite a lot better. Okay, what is going on here? Come on. This is not working. I want to hear how you guys are feeling. Tell me. Hey Vicky, hey Jan. I just like feel cold and then I start live streaming, I get hot straight away. Come on. Okay. It was full on. Thank you. I didn't think I was anyone. I was like, am I the only one? But no, I wasn't. And no, I don't blame how I'm feeling on the moon and all that sort of jazz. But I am aware of what the earth energies are doing. I am very aware of what, is going on collectively, because sometimes, when I'm feeling stuff, it's not always me. Well, most of the time. But if I'm stressed out, if I've got stuff to do, if there's things going on in my personal life, that's amplified because of what's going on. So it's kind of like not just like, oh, like it's the moon's fault, so I won't do anything about it. It's like, well, no, like we reassess what our life is, what's going on for us, because if stuff is, slightly out of alignment, that's what will agitate us, right? So whenever we get these kind of waves that come in from the collective and we're just like, what's going on? It's like, whatever's being amplified for you is, like it's kind of like a wake-up call for yourself, I guess, in a way of just being able to, see what's going on in the bigger picture so you can make changes, right? Because if you're feeling, if things aren't stressful, and everything's, in full alignment, it's not going to be as tricky to be able to manage the collective waves coming through, right? So yes, I wasn't the only one. I see that now. All right, so I'm not going to be able to get to everyone on this live stream tonight, but I will answer a couple, because I've got to jump off and do another live stream shortly in my private group. Hey everybody, I'm seeing everyone joining live. Hello. Tammy, welcome. Hey Scott, Karen, Jane, Pamela. Jane, will you make serious money from your new path? If you create it, you will, because if you do the inner work, then you will create whatever amount of money you want. Money is an internal game. Okay, so I just got a little bit of a list because I did I'm reading who jumped on very first, and the first person was Angela. So this is for Angela, emotional healing. So hey, Kelly, Casey. Okay, so this is for Angela, and I'm not going to be able to get to everyone, so if you pay close attention, there will be a message for you guys as well. So the emotional healing card for you, Angela, it says, as your heart heals of old emotional pain, you receive new blessings and love. Now, very clear as well is obviously standing out the heart chakra in, you know, where her hands are. And I'm feeling for yourself... no worries, Jane. I'm feeling for you, Angela, like it feels like there's a relationship, an old relationship that is kind of, I don't know if it's like an old thread or I don't know, I'm like getting, there's some kind of grief sitting in your heart from an old relationship. I don't know if it's current. It feels quite old. So I'm wondering if there's an old love, and I'm wondering if they've reappeared in the past week, or you've just been thinking about them again, because what happens also in these collective waves that come through like yesterday and everyone's like, whoa, it's like, whatever's still buried in there too is like, you know, kind of what's coming up for surface, right? Like for surface to come out, because as these collective waves come through, it comes into a place of, like what those waves are doing are raising our vibration, right? And whatever's not in alignment with the new vibration comes up and out. I feel like I repeat myself all the time on these live streams. Maybe you guys needing to hear it again. But that's, you know, what I'm getting the sense for you, Angela, if there's a relationship. It feels like an old relationship. And even if there's been a current relationship, the grief that's been triggered about the kind of the abandonment or the fear of, you know, or the losing of them is being, you know, is triggering the, triggering like the lower, grief, if that makes sense. So the current relationship has triggered grief, but the grief that's sitting there that's been triggered is from the old relationship, right? So that, Angela, is what I would be working on shifting out. If you need help with that, obviously, you know, get support with that. Grief is not something to say not to be taken lightly. Grief is not easy to shift and to feel if you don't know how to do that. Okay, grief is quite I guess scary, just because people are uncomfortable with how to, you know, deal with grief, right? So accurate. Okay, it's on point for you. Awesome. All right, so hey everybody, I'm seeing you guys joining live. Welcome. Okay. So I've just got my daughter messaging me. I told her I wouldn't be able to reply. I can just see the notifications. Maybe I need to turn notifications off when I'm on live stream, right? And then I just saw she just like, oh, you're on live stream. That's all right. Reply in the morning. Like, so funny because when she sends a message, she's like a word for each line, like a message for each line. So it's like, doom, doom, doom. Okay, sorry, I'm just got a bit distracted there. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn my notifications off next time. Okay, so as I said, I won't be able to get to everyone, but I do have 3 people written down that jumped on at the very start of the live stream. So this is Rachel. I did write you down. Yes, I saw your comment there. I do see the comments coming through, even if I don't speak to them all, I do see them. Okay, so this is for you, Rachel. Patience. She's like allowing a butterfly to land on her finger. I was wondering what that was. I thought in that picture she's like, you know, like make a wish. And the message that I'm getting for you, Rachel, is like literally like make a wish, your dreams will come true, but patience. Now, patience doesn't mean you don't have to do anything. Like, patience doesn't mean, oh, well, I'll just wait for it to come. It's like, no, you take aligned action. So you take the intuitive steps that you feel called to take, right? That's what this is. But make a wish and then follow the intuition that you receive around, you know, like step by step. Now, sometimes you'll get, you know, information you know, and sometimes you'll be like, oh, I need to act on this, and you need to take steps, and they're fast. But the patience I'm getting for you is more around, like you don't need to force anything, right? You need to take action, but the divinely guided, intuitive action, right? And sometimes we need to act fast when that intuition comes in. We're like, oh, we need to act on this, right? But it's not about forcing it, because as long as you're taking that divine action every single day with whatever intuitive message you're personally getting, because it's different for everybody, then this is, you know, make a wish. It's coming true, right? As long as you're taking that action with it. All right, so Jenny, this one's for you. Okay. Hey, Mon. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to, well, I won't be able to get to everyone. I do know I'm not going to be able to get to everyone. I was just jumping on quickly. If you'd like to book a private psychic reading, I do have, you can book your own private psychic reading with me as well. I'll share the link in the comments too for that. And as you can see, like, it might seem like it's just like one, like the booking here for my one card, one question. It's not like, oh, like you're just going to get like a one sentence answer. Like if you've ever had a reading with me or done any sort of work with me, you know that I over deliver. So I've just put that on there. Let me share that in the comments there, that you can book your private psychic reading. And I'll either reply via email or Facebook Messenger with audio, so you always get more than just one answer, but I don't advertise that. Okay, so this is for Jenny. And the message that I'm getting strongly for you is this is the thing, when I read for people, it's like every time on a live stream, it's like the readings all meld into one another. Jenny, this is contemplation time, right? It's like spend time alone meditating upon what you desire. But it's like we came off patience, please. And that's the same sort of message I'm getting for you, Jenny. It's kind of like not a time to be pushing forward, taking that divinely guided intuitive action, yes, but not forcing it. And the message that I'm actually getting is for you to step back. So whatever you've been working through, trying to figure out, trying to make happen, you're like, oh, I need to be doing this because that's what everybody else is doing, or something like that. Like that's the sort of energy, but you don't kind of know what you're doing, but you're like, oh, I better be doing something because I've got to do something, right, to be good enough in the world or whatever. And the message I'm getting for you, Jenny, is no, not right now. It's like time to, I'm getting like huge recalibration, like it's a big recalibration time for yourself. Let me just grab out my my internal compass chakra clearing meditation. Like there's a recalibration and activation chakra clearing meditation. It is literally about recalibrating your internal compass. It's a free meditation. If you don't have that, I'll share the link in the comments. I'm just grabbing it now. And that will really help you to just, like, you know, whenever we've gone through big change, whenever, like, we've moved house, relationship breakup, career change, like, whatever it is, when we've gone through such big change, it's kind of like you feel lost, right? Because especially if it's been, like, a long time, like, in a certain relationship or career or life path, career, same thing, like, situation, and then we go through this change, like, kind of don't expect things to just fall into place like kind of the next day, right? Like if you think of, like, if it's been 10 years or something in a situation, it's going to take you a little bit to kind of recalibrate and, you know, and then find your path again, simply because when you've been in relationship or anything like that, it's this space of I'm hearing relationships, so I'm talking about relationship, you know, like you share your life with somebody, you kind of, you're still your own self, but you do things together. So you're kind of creating a life together. Now, the reason that relationships usually break up is just simply because they're not in alignment anymore, right? There's could be so many factors, and it's this and this and this. At its core, you're just not in alignment anymore. So what happens is that when you go your separate ways, you're both kind of recalibrating on your own to find your own purpose again, right? So let me grab the internal compass meditation. I'm not sure if you've got that, Jenny, but it might just help you kind of just almost just like let go and just go, oh, I don't need to do anything. Like I'm getting goosebumps saying that, or truth bumps as I like to say. And I'm feeling the message for you, like I just heard 6 months. Like, if you just, like, can you just, like, give yourself, like, honor the time and just give yourself 6 months? Like, if you just say, okay, for 6 months, I'm not going to try and figure anything out. Again, it doesn't mean that you don't take responsibility for your life. You don't do anything like wash your hair or whatever. Like, you know, it's not like you sit around like a sloth. But don't, like, force yourself to think that you need to find your life purpose, for example, or that you need to be like sorting your life out like instantly and have got to have everything in order and like, just take time for yourself and honor the recalibration process is the message that I'm getting for you. So I just posted that link in the comments there for the internal compass meditation. So you just got to enter your email and you can get sent that if you don't have that already. For anyone else who resonates with what I just said, you can also download that free meditation there. And that will just help you just to kind of let go of the reins, you know, like just step back, just take care of yourself for 6 months. Like, just literally focus on self-care, and I guarantee the answers will start streaming through at a point in time. And don't stress if you feel like you're not getting any information. Like, you know, that space is good, right? Clean out, allow that, you know, space for things to come in. Goosebumps saying that for you. All right, I've got time for one more. Let me just scroll through the comments. I was going to say who wants one, but let me just scroll through the comments and I'll see. It's like I'm scrolling. Who is it? Okay, I don't know. I'm trying to find someone who said yes. Tammy. All right, Tammy. Okay, Tammy. If you're still here, Tammy, I'm going to wait to see if she's still here before I read one more, and then I got to jump off this live stream. So Tammy, if you're still here, let me know and I shall pull a card for you. So I'm seeing some more people joining live. Say hi. Hey Sally. Ooh, I'm not sure if Tammy's still here. Greg is here. Yes, let me do you, Greg, because I don't think Tammy's still here. Okay, Greg, this one is for you. Boom, meant to be. Heal Away Addictions, pretty self-explanatory card. However, also the message that I am getting for you, Greg, is around this. Something to do with the shell on there is really jumping out at me. So that's one of those big, beautiful, I don't know what they're called, some sort of pearl or shell or something. I know that's not their name for them. They've got a specific name. That's really jumping out at me, and it's like almost like the egg or the ear chakras are really coming to mind straight away when I read that. Oh, Tammy's still here. Okay, cool. I'll pull another card for you as well. Oh, thanks, Jessica. So, hey Candy, I see all these people joining live and I want to jump off live stream. Alright, I'll have to come back tomorrow. Okay, concentrate, Hannah. Okay, Greg. Tammy, I'm just getting the message, Tammy, this might have relevance for you too, but I'm going to pull you another card because I did call your name. I'm like, oh, you're still here. Okay, concentrate, Hannah. Okay, so this, Greg, the pearl shell, right? I'm really curious, right? Like this, I don't know, something about that pearl shell, and it's almost like it's the mother, it's the womb, it's something to do with that. And I mean, like, addictions are based in the sacral chakra because, you know, when we are born, like in our mother's womb, our umbilical cord from our belly button, is our first point of nourishment. I feel like I'm repeating myself on live streams all the time, but maybe there's new people here that need to hear this message. So, and maybe if you're hearing what I'm saying again, it's an important message for you. So, heal away addiction. So, with our umbilical cord, it's our first point of nourishment. Now, when we're born and we're birthed through our mother's womb, that umbilical cord usually in modern society is cut pretty quickly, right? So we're like jolted into life. We're like, we have to take a breath. Whereas there's a process called lotus birthing where a baby is born and the umbilical cord is not cut straight away. It's actually connected to the placenta, and the placenta still feeds the baby, and the placenta naturally falls off, just like an animal in the wild, right? So when you have that jolt, if you haven't done any sort of womb healing, like through personal development, not just you, Greg, but anyone else listening to this live stream, I highly recommend doing some sort of womb healing around the birthing process and how you were born into this world. It has a big impact on how we are and our patterns and everything, especially with, you know, the even generational patterns that are passed down through, you know, through so many avenues. So anyway, the point that I'm sharing for you, Greg, is the fact that with, you know, like if we don't know how to nourish ourselves properly, we will be, you know, like for example, we can eat and eat and eat and we still not feel like full, like we don't feel satisfied because we're not nourished at our core. The only thing that can nourish you at your core is your soul. So if you are feeling a little bit disconnected or you don't have a regular practice that actually connects you to your soul, so yes, meditation, yes, spiritual practices, but there are also other ways that you can connect to your soul. I was sharing on this on live stream, you know, for some people that's surfing, whatever the way you connect to your soul and feel full by that is the message that I'm getting for you, Greg. So yeah, so important, Jessica, exactly. Some other people saying they needed this. Yeah, there's lots of, like, the birthing process, how you were delivered, how you were treated, how you were taken away from your mum. So, like, it has such an impact on you, and doing healing around it in personal development is so, so crucial. Well, it's really, really powerful, I should say. It's crucial. What is crucial for people? Only if that calls you, right? So, Greg, the message I'm getting for you is around the shell in particular. Like I said, it's jumping out at me. So I'm curious if there's like a what is it? It's like a mother healing for you. So curious about the relationship with your mother, you know, like the relationship you've got with your mother now, what you had as a kid, what it felt like as a kid for you, like all of that feels really important, and is going to be like, because the relationship with our mother has a big impact on how we feel nourished in our being now as well. So yes, we can do womb healing and we can do, you know, all this birth healing and all that sort of thing, but it's also the relationship with our mother has a really big impact. Yeah, sure thing, Greg. Yeah, I should say that to anyone who, you know, I share stuff. If you don't want to share it publicly, of course, send me a message. So yeah, so I hope that helps you. Sounds like it has resonance there. Well, it feels like it. I can feel that. So, okay, I've got to pull one more card, Tammy, and I will come back on tomorrow and pull some more cards because I could only jump on briefly because I've got to jump in my private group and do a live stream. So, turn on notifications on my Facebook page, Reality Awareness, and you will be notified when I go live. I don't know what time I will go live tomorrow and do some more psychic readings, because I just intuitively flow with my day with these sorts of things. Okay, Tammy, this is the last card, and this is for Tammy, but it may have resonance for you as well. Look how orange that is. Oh, beautiful, big sacral, and we've just been talking about releasing addictions. What a surprise. If you ever jump on my live stream at a random time and I'm pulling a card, please take notice of the message, because there's always a message if you listen closely. Now, these flowers, interesting, right? I don't think those flowers are poppies. Maybe they are, but I actually pulled this card for myself the other day, Tammy, and I thought it was a poppy, right? And I actually Googled the metaphysical meaning of poppy, because we know poppy creates heroin and opium and all that sort of jazz. But when I Googled the metaphysical meaning of poppy, what actually came up was it one of the Greek, I think it was Zeus. It was one of the Greek gods, and it said something about how he, like, you know, rose to power, or he rose to be king or one of the gods, right? And she was saying how, like, he was so just not in this reality. These are not her words that I read on the website, but she said he was so not in this reality, in a sense that he was like living his dreams, right? Living his dreams, and so in that dream state, like in physical form, like he was a real person in physical form, like one of the Greek gods, like he was revered and all that sort of thing. But he was just so not in this reality, but he was just living in this dream reality, right? And the message that I got around this, you know, and I'm sharing this because it feels like it's relevance for you too, Tammy, that the poppy is, you know, like a symbolism of your dreams and how powerful they can be to bring them into physical reality. And now that's a red poppy. I was going to say red poppy base chakra, which is all about life purpose. So I'm curious about the womb for you. And I just said, I'm like, I wonder if that addictions card has any relevance for you. We're talking about the womb. And here we are at the womb, because the womb, the sacral chakra is the color orange. Now, even if you're a male, you have your womb is your sacral chakra, right? So both men and women have the womb space. Now, for you, Tammy, this, like I feel like if you've just made a dietary change or you're thinking about making a dietary change, whatever's nourishing you, and I'm not getting the message that it has to be physical, like physical food. It might be something else that's nourishing you, like what, and the message I'm hearing is like what brings you alive, what makes your heart and soul light up right now, because it feels like something's a little bit, not dead, but something's a little bit stagnant. So I'm wondering if you kind of need to go into a different, not a different direction, it's just, it feels like something needs a bit of recalibrating, right? Okay, so I hope that makes sense for you, Tammy. Not you, Tammy Brown, I see you there. This is for Tammy, Tammy Turner. So yeah, so I'm wondering if that has relevance for you. I'm trusting that it does, Tammy. And yeah, so the dietary change, I just feel like there's some sort of soul food that, and it's not that whatever's stagnant is not in alignment or it's not right or anything like that. It just feels like there needs to be something like a little bit of change, and it's like almost like bringing the energy back through doing something else for a little bit. And I'm really curious if that's like, you know, it's like that just kind of needs to sleep for a moment while you do something else, because it's going to help this or something. So yeah, so I'm trusting that that makes sense for you, Tammy. And Tammy Brown, I see that it's your first time here. So usually I try and get to everyone. Right now on this live stream, I'm not able to, Tammy. But I just said then before on live stream, I will come back on live stream tomorrow. So make sure you turn on notifications for my Facebook page, Reality Awareness, and you'll get notified when I go live. If you want a private psychic reading, the link is pinned to the top there. It is one card, one question. If you can see here how much value I give on, you know, just answering one question, they do shift you. If you'd like to work deeper, there is other options, so you can send me a private message about that. I am about to release a 3-month coaching package very soon. I'm a bit excited about that, and I probably shouldn't have said anything, but I've been busting. I'm like, oh, came through this morning in my process, and I'm a little bit excited about that. So if you'd like to book your private psychic reading, the link is pinned to the top, or you can find it on the top of this heading of this live stream as well. If you think that this live stream can help anybody, then you can share it with them or put their name in the comments and tag them, or send it in a private message, and I shall be back on here tomorrow. So make sure you turn on notifications, and I shall see you very soon. Have a beautiful evening, morning or day, wherever you are. Lots of love. Namaste.